Hi, and welcome to the Liberate and Love Yourself podcast, where we empower, motivate, uplift, and inspire you to live your life to its highest and fullest potential. I'm your host, Stephanie Renee, a certified life coach here to help you navigate your life to a beautiful and intentional path. I can't wait for you to join me on today's episode. I'll see you soon. Hi, and welcome in on today. I am super excited that you decided to join me on today. I hope that you're able to get something out of today's episode. Please remember to share it with your friends, your loved ones, someone that may need to hear this episode on today. All right, let's get into it. So I want to talk to you today about something that cripples us all, stops us dead in our tracks, something that keeps us petrified to do the things that we truly love to do. Fear. I feel like I should have the background that says like dun dun dun, right? Fear keeps us so bound from the things that we truly love and want to do. Fear sends like a signal to our brain that there's a threat and we shouldn't do this or we shouldn't do that. And today I want to silence that voice of fear so that you can do the things that you are truly meant to do and the things that you love to do. Okay, quick story time. So I went skating and I have not skated probably since I was like 10 years old. So like 30 years ago. And, I thought I was just going to get back out there and just get my skate on, right? And I go to the skating rink, pull my skates on. As soon as I stepped on the roller rink, I almost busted my butt, right? And for the next 30 minutes, I was petrified to skate around the roller rink. Now, I'm watching people skate, and they're just making it easy like a breeze. They're doing the dips, they're doing the twirls, they are skating so fast, lapping me, and I'm literally holding on to the wall, just like creeping along, and they're dancing, they're doing moves, they're doing their movements with their partners and they're coordinating. And I'm like, in my head, I thought I was just gonna not skate for 30 years and then hop back in the roller rink and I was just gonna be a pro like them. No. And once I almost fell, fear crippled me. And then I got the courage because I had a friend that was with me that was so encouraging. And she was like, you can do it, girl. You're doing it. And y'all, if you saw me, you would be like, oh, sweetie, just go home, right? But she was encouraging me. And I was creeping, literally holding onto the wall for a solid 30 minutes. Finally, I got up the courage to hold her hand and go around a few times. And then I built up the courage to go on my own. And I was like, this is it. I'm about to skate and I'm about to just be a pro in a matter of an hour or so. And you know what happened next, right? I literally fell backwards. I didn't hurt myself, but so many people came rushing over that I got super embarrassed. And I just kind of sat down in shock for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Because I was embarrassed and nobody made me feel embarrassed. Everybody was so supportive and loving and trying to help me up. But I was like, I'm done with skating. And pretty much after I had my big fall, I was done that night. I'm going to put a pin in that story because there's something positive that happened. But I want to talk about your fear next. What are you afraid to do? You just heard my story time, right? Have you tried to do something and the moment you went to do it, you fell? Not F-E-L-L, but F-A-I-L-E-D. You literally failed at it. You built up the courage. You built up the tenacity. You built up the strength, the durability. You're like, I'm ready. I'm going to do it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to launch my dream business. I'm going to, I'm going to go out and run a marathon. I'm going to start painting. I'm going to do the thing that I really, really want to do. I'm going to be a public speaker. I'm going to be a singer. I'm going to be an actress, whatever it is that you've dreamed to do, right? That one big dream that you've always had since you were a kid. And you're like, when I grow up, That's what I want to do. But as soon as you went to do it, maybe you auditioned and you didn't get picked. Maybe you went to start up your business and within the first year, you had to close it down. Maybe you went to go run a marathon and sprain your ankle. Maybe you're trying to lose weight, but you keep going back and forth. You don't have the tenacity or the strength or the endurance like other people, and you're comparing yourself because they can get out there and run and run. Have you ever seen those runners? I wish one day maybe, right? And I mean, they just go. And me, as soon as I start running, my knees are like, what are we doing again today? Oh no, you thought you were going to run? Not today, right? We're going to power walk. So I definitely understand because I want to be that girl running. I want to be that person that's just going, but my body sometimes doesn't cooperate with what I want it to do. So you compared yourself, you went out there to go work out and you saw that person lapping you and you were like, yeah, I'm done working out. You got discouraged. It happens. And then fear creeps in. Well, if you try to restart your business, look how much money you've lost. Well, why would you go back out to work out again? They're just going to laugh at you. You're not as fast as them. You're not as quick as them. Well, look how they look in their clothes and look how you look in your clothes. And I'm telling you everything that has come across my path. Well, why would you go do this? Oh, you're too old now. Why would you start pursuing your dreams at this age? Oh, you should have did this when you were in your 20s. Fear will literally psych your mind out for things that may never happen. It will psych your mind out and tell you the worst possible scenario to the thing that you're trying to do. And it will keep you in a cage. Well, why would you do that? Fear, sometimes people say fear isn't real. Well, if you have fear, it's real to you because it's the thing that's stopping you from doing what it is that you truly want to do. And maybe it's not starting a business. Maybe it was just simply learning how to skate again, picking up a hobby that you have always wanted to do, but you just never had the courage to do it. Maybe it was to take a dance lesson. I've taken several dance classes and I have not gone back because of fear. Oh, I'm sure everybody's looking at me. Man, I messed up that step. Oh, I look stupid out here. Why did I even try? Fear keeps us in a cage. It keeps us in a box. It keeps us bound. Have you ever heard the saying that people say when you're afraid, just do it anyways? I want to encourage you today that if you're fearful about something, you have a big decision to make, or you're getting ready to leap out there and do something that you are terrified of, but in your heart this is what your life's purpose is, I want to encourage you to just do it anyways. Even with the fear, even if you're afraid to do it, just do it anyways. Maybe you want to ask somebody out on a date, or you're getting ready to propose to somebody. And that's a big one because people have a way of telling you their horror stories. And you're like, maybe I shouldn't get married. Or maybe I shouldn't go this route. And it's causing you to have cold feet, or you're scared to do it now and you're second guessing your decisions. Fear. And do you know that fear starts as a small little seed? It might be one word that's planted in you. And then that one word then gets watered. And then before you know it, that one little seed starts to grow. And then it starts to have leaves of its own. For example, let's say you decided that you wanted to launch your dream business and you've been working really hard to get your ducks in a row, get everything going. You have your business plan. You have the vision for your business. You know what you're selling. You know what product. You know who your client is. You have it ready to go. And right when you're getting ready to launch your business, someone close to you says, are you sure you want to do that right now? What about the economy? What about this? What about that? And those little seeds of doubt planted. And then before you know it, you're reading articles and looking at the news. And then those seeds begin to get watered. And before you know it, that one little seed of, are you sure this is the right time to do that? Are you sure this is the right time to follow your dreams and your goals? Years have passed and you never launched your business because of those few little seeds that were planted of doubt And once that doubt was planted, and then you begin to water it with your own fears, and then you begin to feed it with the things that you might see or read or hear, and then years go by. And have you ever had a dream? I mean, and this has happened to me, and fear crippled you, and then you saw someone else do the thing that you know you were supposed to do? That happened to me. And I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to do that. Well, you know what? I allowed fear to cripple me so to the point to where someone else had the idea and they did it. But even in that, I want to encourage you that even if you see someone doing the exact same thing that you're wanting to do, that you're trying to do, that you were afraid to do, maybe a couple of years ago, but now you're ready, still do it because you're you. There's not a replica of you. And whatever you provide will be based upon your professional opinions and your professional strengths. Whatever it is that you're offering will be based upon your expertise. And there is no one else like you. So do it anyways. Still do it. Even if you're afraid, do it. Let me give you a few tips. Number one, you have to create an environment where fear cannot live. I'm not going to say it's not going to come because it will. And sometimes it'll come with a vengeance. But you have to create an environment where fear cannot live in your environment. And if seeds are trying to be planted, that they'll die because there's nothing to water those seeds of fear. So how do I create that environment? Affirmations. You have to affirm yourself each and every day and find a set of affirmations that are specific to what you're trying to do. If you're trying to lose weight, find you 3 to 5 affirmations that will affirm who you are on your weight loss journey. If you're trying to start a business, find 3 to 5 affirmations that will affirm you for starting a business. You have to affirm yourself. And the more you affirm yourself, fear can't stay in that place because you are affirming who you are. And you're not what fear says you are. You're not too old. You're not, not educated enough or not this or not whatever fear is telling you. Well, you need a degree to do that, or you need more schooling, or whatever it is that fear would say to you. When you begin to affirm yourself, then you silence that voice of fear. You silence that voice that tells you what you're not and tells you how it's not going to happen because you are affirming yourself, and you have to do it every single day. Every single day. Affirm yourself. Number 2, post your vision, your dream. Post it somewhere where you can see it. Every single day. Post it up on your mirror, post it up above your bed, post it up somewhere when you wake up in the morning, your dream, your vision, what you want to do with your life is staring you right in the face. So you have no other choice but to receive it. Whatever it is, I am an entrepreneur, and it's just posted above your bed. When you wake up in the morning and see, I am an entrepreneur, even if you're getting dressed and going to your job, you still have in your mind, I am an entrepreneur. Or I'm at a healthy weight, or I am working my dream job, or I'm running a marathon, or I am opening up a bakery, whatever it is. I'm taking salsa dances, salsa classes, whatever it is that has been holding you back from doing what you want to do. Whatever that is, post it up somewhere so that you can see it. And then lastly, you got to do it anyways. What does that mean? If you are wanting to be a business owner and you're working on a full-time job, and I know, I get it, and you're tired and exhausted, when you get home, you got to press and build your business. You got to do it anyways. Even if you're tired, even if you're scared, even if you think it's going to take you too long to get there, do it anyways. Even if you don't feel qualified enough, even if you don't feel educated enough, whatever it is, do it anyways. Do it in spite of that fear being present. Remember, it can't live if you keep affirming yourself. So just do it anyways. Back to the story time. The very next day, I go back in because they have adult skate classes. And I said, I definitely need to be refreshed. I go to the class, and for an hour, I learn how to reskate. I learn the techniques again, and it comes back to me. Now, I'm not going to say I'm not a pro, but when I left the class, I felt so liberated. I felt so free that I didn't let my fall stop me from going back the very next day and doing it again despite my fall. Do it again despite you falling or failing or not being successful the first time. Do it again. Do it in spite of. Do it with your knees trembling and shaking and your heart pounding. Get up there and grab the mic and sing, perform, dance, whatever it is. Do it in spite of. The world is waiting on what you have to offer. I'm waiting on you. We're waiting on the special gift and talent that you have, the skill set that you have, the expertise that you have. We're waiting on that. We need that. And I want you to know that you can do it. And I believe you will do it. I believe that that dream will live in you so passionately that every day you wake up, I'm going to affirm myself. I'm going to see it. I'm going to see what it is that I want to do. And I'm going to do it anyways, because this is my life and the world is waiting on you. So let's go out there and get it. I'm waiting on you. And I want you to tell me one thing that you've done today that you were afraid to do, but you still did it anyways. Thank you so much today. And I'm excited to see in the comments something that you've done today that you were afraid to do. I know that whatever you're afraid to do, somebody else might have been afraid to do the same thing. And look at both of you doing it today. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to pursue your dreams, your goals, your passions. I'm excited to see the amazing things that are going to happen for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on today. I hope that you were able to get something out of this episode on today. Please remember to like, comment, and share this post with someone who may need to hear this episode on today. Remember to live boldly and to be beautifully you. And I will see you beautiful people next time. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast and visit me on my website at stephanierenee.com for a free 15-minute discovery call. I can't wait for you to join me on next week's episode. See you soon, and remember to be beautifully and boldfully you. Bye.